Dave Worzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the spring play coming to Chicago Christian High School in Palos Heights this year, and they are doing Peter and the Starcatcher, and we are very fortunate to have a couple of the cast members with us and the director, and I'm going to put him in the spotlight first, and then you guys will get your turn. The director of the play is Joe Slowinski. Am I saying it right? Close? Slavinsky, sorry, okay.
That's all right.
So can I call you Joe?
You can.
All right, I'm going to call him Joe. And Joe, can you, before we talk about the play a little bit, I know you're relatively new to Chicago Christian. Can you give us your background as a teacher and maybe in theater as well?
For sure. So I've been a science teacher in high school for the past 12 years, but this is my first year at Chicago Christian High School. But I'm actually coming back to my old stomping grounds because this is actually the school that I graduated from. So I'm very excited to be back. I'm currently teaching biomedical science here and also have the opportunity to get involved in theater, which I was also involved in high school. So again, it's nice to be back.
It sounds like it, and great. Welcome back. I'm sure I know the feeling to be an alumni and to be back, and it's a great thing. Obviously, you had great memories here, so wonderful. Welcome back, and I hope you have fun. So Peter and the Starcatcher, before I turn to your two actors here, can you talk to us a little bit about that play, how you chose it, and how things are going in this early phase? And by the way, when do performances start?
So our performances are going to be the evenings of March 3rd and 4th at 7 p.m. If anyone's interested in tickets, they can go to cchstheater.ludus, that's LUDUS.com, and we have tickets available for the show. I think it's like $8 for a ticket, so pretty nice, cheap evening out, but it's going to be a good time, I think. So Peter the Starcatcher is a fun play. It's actually the prequel to Peter Pan, so if you're familiar with that story, this is sort of how Peter got to Neverland. It's been a lot of fun, I think. We've been doing a good job. The play came to me through our producer at the high school, Kristen Lenters. She had seen another school do the play and thought it would be a lot of fun for us to do, and so yeah, here we are. And I think rehearsals are going pretty well. Yesterday was the first day that we were off script, and so I think the kids' brains are melted a little bit. But other than that, I think that things are going well. We're on schedule, and I think it's going to be a great show.
That is exciting. The first time that they have to put the paper away and all right, can we do this? It's almost like, can I walk and chew gum at the same time, right? So good luck. Good luck going forward. And you do have some time here. The clock is running, but you got a little bit of time. All right, now I'm going to turn to you two. Maybe Amaris, do you want to go first? What role are you playing?
I play Molly Astor.
Okay.
She's a Starcatcher, so Peter and the Starcatcher. Right. So that's me.
You're in the title role. All right. Can you talk a little bit about your character and maybe some of the challenges in playing that role?
Sure. So Molly is a 13-year-old British girl. She's really smart, determined, brave. She's a bit of a jerk sometimes because she's like, yeah, I'm smart and I know I'm smart. So that's a bit of where the comedy comes in, that she's a little bit, in her head. So.
All right, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to have to. I know it's not one of my questions for you, but so you play a 13-year-old British girl. Can you give us a sample of the British accent you're going to do? I'll let you warm up a little bit. Is that one of the challenges in playing the role, too?
Actually, yeah, because you have to rearrange, even my thoughts. Once I get into her character, I have to think in a British accent. I've got to let it roll out. It has to connect in my mind that this is how my mouth is supposed to form words. And so, yeah, it's it's gotta click. And sometimes if funny stuff happens on stage, it's really hard to fall back into that. Yeah.
Good. I like the way you slipped into it, and it felt like it warming up when you said actually, and then pretty quick after that you drifted. Nice job. Good luck with it. Ken, you want to talk about your role, what role you're playing, and some of the challenges in playing that?
I am the boy that eventually becomes Peter Pan. I'm a 13-year-old orphan. Don't know what nationality I'm from, actually. But at the start of the play, I am very depressed and sad and lonely, and I want to go be a normal boy. I don't want to be an orphan anymore. And throughout the play, I go on awesome adventures, meet new people, and I just become happier, basically, as the show goes on.
Good. I like it. Sounds like a lot going on there. Have you encountered, what is it like for you to play that role? Amara's talking about some of the challenges in the language part. What about your part do you find interesting or challenging?
Well, I'm actually a pretty happy person most of the time, so trying to be like a depressed boy at the beginning, it's kind of challenging when you don't really know how to act like super sad like that. But I think it's going pretty well. I can pull it off decently well.
Good luck. It sounds like you can slip into the second or the end part of the play real easily. Like, I can be myself now, right? All right. How about let me turn away, or let me ask Joe first. You want to talk about the cast in general? Like, how is the cast and how have they been doing? We've got two obviously star performers here. How about everybody else?
Yeah, I have to say that we have sort of like a killer cast, Everybody in the show is incredibly talented, does amazing things, and, can pull off their parts really well. They can play comedy, they can play serious, they can sort of do it all. And they're all working so hard on getting their parts right and doing it perfect. And I just, I couldn't be more happy with the group that I have, so.
That sounds like a director's great moment, like when they are working hard and you're having fun along the way, right? All right, I'm going to turn away from the theater a little bit. I'm going to ask you a couple other non-theater questions, and we'll come back to it, right? Favorite subject in school?
Math. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
You didn't have to tack on nerd. I'm sure there's a lot of math teachers be like, of course, right?
Apologize for your nerdiness. Never apologize.
Probably engineering, actually. I get to be really creative and do basically whatever I want.
All right. How about any other clubs, sports activities at Chicago Christian?
I am a part of Chapel Praise team. I do women's chorus, and I also played tennis in the fall.
Wow, that's a full boat. And you go to school. You have time for homework? Oh, good. Kate, how about you?
I am on our school's improv team. I am in their concert choir, and I'm also on cross country and track.
Wow, and I know track is going on, right, or will be soon, right? Holy, you're another one, and you have to go to school, you do homework, that whole bit, you got it?
Yeah, well, track, it only interferes with about the last week of Peter and the Starcatcher, so it's not going to be that big of a deal, but
Well, good, that's wonderful that you have that opportunity to do so many great things. All right, how about final two questions for you, really final two. I'm going to ask you favorite play or musical, and then I'm going to give you the fantasy question. What's your favorite play or musical?
Ooh, actually right now it's a tie between Wicked and The Sound of Music.
All right, both wonderful. Yeah, Kate, how about you?
Mine would be The Drowsy Chaperone, because that was the musical we did last year, and I absolutely loved all of it, so...
Okay, unfortunately, it's a story or play I'm not familiar with, but obviously had a lot of fun for you, right? Joe, how about you?
I have a lot of options to choose from. There's so many great shows out there. But, for nostalgia's sake, I would say the show that we did my senior year of high school, which was The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie, who also happens to be one of my favorite authors. So it's, sort of a double dip over there. I also really like the musical version of Dr. Dolittle. So, yeah.
All right, interesting range there too. The Dr. Dolittle musical, and I've seen Mousetrap. That's a fun one too. All right, so here's the fantasy one. You're a little further in your career now. You've hit it big time. You are the actor. You get the call. They need you to play a role, and it's the role that you've been waiting for a lifetime. What role would you like to play, given the opportunity?
I think I'm going to get her name wrong. Yelena from Black Widow. She's Black Widow's sister. When I watched her, I was like, I want to be her. Like, when I saw her the moment she was on screen, I was like, I want to be her. So. All
right, you dialed in real good to that character. Yeah. Okay, Kate, how about you?
I would actually be a character from a musical that's currently being produced, Harold from Harold and the Purple Crayon, because when I was a kid, my mom would always put on the movie of Harold and the Purple Crayon whenever I was sad. So it'd just be a really fun role for me to play, to be relive my childhood.
All right, well, hopefully that call is coming up in a few years then, right? Joe, how about you?
I have to say that one of the characters I always enjoyed the most was the genie from the movies Aladdin, the Disney version. Yeah. I really like doing voices and funny things, so I'd say I definitely respond to that call.
Yeah, that's a great role. A lot of fun in that character too. All right. Well, thank you all very much. This is exciting. Thank you for taking time to sit down. I know you want to get to practice and rehearsal here. So good luck. I'm Dave Wurzel. We're at Chicago Christian High School, where they are getting ready to put on Peter and the Starcatcher March 3rd and 4th. Yep. Okay? And check out that website for a link to get tickets. Again, Dave Wurzel, Spotlight at Chicago Christian High School, Peter and the Starcatcher, cast and director. Thank you for watching.